Yo, what's going on, guys? Jetxc here, and hopefully you guys are doing good. So, we are slowly but patiently getting towards the big Annie event for these swimsuits. I know a lot of people are super excited for Zenith. I know I am, and we have 3 other characters. One of them, I honestly think 100% is Elenir. And that is the one with it seems like she's wearing some blue dress type of swimwear, but obviously we'll have to see the reveal for the cutscene and how the characters look in their idle 2D animation, which is going to be super exciting. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, as we wait, right, there's going to be some reruns of characters before the actual new costumes come out, right? So right now we have Snatcher, Luvenia. We're going to then get into a rerun of DJ Vanica. We're then going to get into a rerun of Lifeguard Nebris. And I wanted to quickly go over these 3 characters. Now, for a lot of you, you're probably just going to save because you want to get the new character, you want to make sure you have them, and you want the wallpaper, right? You want that cutscene right on your home screen. I get it, right? But I want to at least tell you about these 3 characters that will be coming out, and those are this week, Snatcher Luvenia, next week, DJ Vanica, and then the week after that, it will be Nebris, Lifeguard Nebris. So, here's the thing. I will say 2 out of those 3 are pretty much meta and would be good nice to haves, right? So, let's just start with Snatcher Luvenia, who seems to have died here. But let's take a look. So, the reason why Snatcher Luvenia is so good is because, one, she's a chain unit. You guys know how I feel about chain units. Really, really helpful and really useful. At +5, we've got her at 4 SP, and I believe she's maxed out here, so we're looking at max stats. She attacks 8 times, dealing physical damage equal to 80% of your attack per hit, and then for the main target, she's dealing 160% of your attack instead. Damage is reduced by 5% per target. The damage is set according to the first hit. So if you hit multiple targets, damage is reduced by 5% if you hit every target within this range. But if you're hitting one target, that's where you get the most damage, and it's the main target too. So either way, the fact that she does 8 chains is absolutely insane. I think Zenith, her costume that she has right now does around 6 chain, and she does 8. She's a super useful unit that is a dark unit, and we don't have too many dark physical units, so it's nice to have somebody like Snatcher Luvenia. Now, if you're heavy into meta, if you could get her +5, that would be amazing, but honestly, you know how it is. When in doubt, we get things +1, right? And I believe if you get the potential, let's see, yeah, you get the SP reduction, so you can go from 5 to 4. So if you could at least get this person, or excuse me, Luvenia +1, that would be great, right? But she will definitely come in handy no matter what. And if you get her second costume, which eventually, hopefully, it gets rerun, which it will, that'll be even better, right? Now, DJ Vanica. So this is a unit that I have used all throughout my time playing Browndust2. There's really nothing I could say bad about this costume. So let's take a look. Reduces enemy resistance by 50, or reduces enemy magic resistance by 50% for 4 turns, dealing magic damage to the enemy equal to 600% of your attack. So pretty solid unit. Not only do you get the magic shred, but 600% on damage is pretty insane. And not only that, but you get the magic shred on hit, so the resistance is applied and then the damage is applied as well. Now, I will say, if you do get the potential here, this makes it even better. And then we've got the cooldown reduced by 2 turns. And it looks like I didn't fill this last part out. I got to do that. I must have forgot it at some point. But she's great in PvP. She's great in PvE content. She's pretty solid in, I would say, enemies that obviously give that have a lot of magic resistance. She actually dishes out a ton of damage, and her range is insane. I've used her to nuke plenty of enemies, and also apply the magic shred, and then obviously after applying that magic shred you go on to attack with other magic units and you will do a ton of damage. Honestly, this man, having her +5 is so nice, but of course +1 is also fine. Just make sure you have the potential to get her down by 1 point if need be. Or actually no, you can't get her down by 1 SP point, but at least make sure you get her cooldowns here so you can get her DJ Vanica costume being used every other turn. And hopefully you guys were able to get this rerun of her Zephyr costume, but we're not even talking about that. Oh man, AI Chun right there, my bad guys. Yeah, but that's pretty much the most important of the 3. Now, Lifeguard Nebris, here's the thing. If you have her other 2 costumes, I would say it's pretty important to get her. Her new hire Nebris is her strongest costume, and it takes advantage of her Labyrinth Gatekeeper costume and her Lifeguard costume, right? But I would say Lifeguard Nebris, this is probably one that if you would like, it would be nice to get her +1, but if you want to just straight up skip, I completely understand. But yeah, Nebris is definitely a fantastic damage dealer, especially for wind physical. I don't think there's... actually, no, there's definitely a few wind physical units, but Nebris is definitely a highlight for sure. Actually, she's probably the biggest highlight. So for those of you that have her other 2 costumes, I would definitely look into maybe +1ing the unit. Now, when she comes out, I'm going to try and get her +5 here. And, yeah, really take advantage of how powerful she can actually be. But, yeah, that's really about it. You should be getting Dalvi here for free when she comes out. That'll be a nice unit to have, and that'll stack your wind magic units and just wind teams in general. So that'll be exciting. And yeah, that's really about it. It's going to be a while until we get anything in regards to the anniversary. We still have the live stream to look forward to, so you know, make sure you're logging in every day, do your dailies, get your tickets, because you're not going to want to miss out on any of this stuff that's about to happen, man. It's going to be glorious, guys. Okay, that's really it from me, so I will talk to you guys later. See ya.